You know, I do a lot of editing on this, so, you know, I get the best of everything.
Okay. Should I introduce myself?
Oh, anytime you're ready, start talking.
Okay. All right. Well,
Excuse me.
Bye. Thanks for your help. I'm Kim Lengning, and I'm a 21st year teacher in the 21st century. My kids are learning about trout with a program called Trout in the Classroom. And we are so excited because we have a nice large 55-gallon tank that is holding about 25-50 little alevin right now, and the kids are documenting the trout's growth regularly in their trout journals. Okay, so the kids keep a journal. I told them they're like fish scientists, and they draw pictures and label what's happening inside the tank. And I'm starting to teach them a little bit about temperature. It's still a real abstract concept for small kids, but they're recording the temperature and then recording the progress. So we have the trout eggs, and then she skipped a page, and she drew the inside and then the little alevin up in the net, the little net breeder. And then this picture is very colorful. I gave them colored pencils, and so she's got the little yolk sacs and the little alevin, and then she's written a small little phrase about what's happening with the alevin. So all the kids have one of these, and they were able to decorate the cover with watercolor markers. Watercolor pencils. We've made a trout menu of items that the trout like to eat, which is here on this poster that was given to us. So when trout eat out, they swim through the takeout place, right? And so all their little food is on the menu, and the kids gave all the food prices. I used the stickers because sometimes the kids want to charge, you know, like $2,500 for a mealworm. We want to teach them about the right way to be capitalists. And we've been drawing the trout and learning the body parts. Their favorite fin is the adipose fin, because I told them that is where some fat is stored, so they call it the fat fin. And some of them really like fat fish, but they're 5, and this is just typical of a 5-year-old, and we're going to watercolor these in a couple of days. And they're learning about the midline, all the names of all the fins, the little, the name escapes me, the nose, basically the way that trout smell things. So they're learning about that. This board up here was created for the older kids at our school because they need some information, and I might not always be available because I have to, you know, herd cats, because teaching kindergarten is like herding cats. So I put up the posters that came from Mr. Rudy, and the pictures are really, really beautiful, well done, detailed, clear. And so I labeled them, trying to give the older kids and our visitors. Our school gets a lot of visitors because we are a charter school, project-based, with lots of hands-on learning. And so tours are coming through a lot, and I might not be able to get up and explain what we're doing, but this gives them all kinds of information. Next week, they're going to make their own fishing rods. I've never done this with 5-year-olds before, so we'll see how this works. These are safety pins, dowels, string, and then that foamy hose stuff that goes around this foamy insulation stuff. It's got that handle. So, and then over here, we have more information. I've displayed some of the books that we have been using with the kids, because we're talking about the environment, the fish's habitat, and how it needs to be kept clean. And it needs to have lots of vegetation growing around it to keep the water clear. Because the roots and the plants themselves actually act as a filter so that any erosion that might be occurring will be trapped by the plants, and it won't muddy the water for the fish. Otherwise, if the trout gets muddy and dirty, the fish can't breathe and they'll die. And then I have some more information over here. One of the things the kids find fascinating is the fact that trout like to swim upstream. So they're making a little waterway on a picture, and then they're going to have a little trout that they'll show their parents. Guys, you're screaming. They'll show their parents and visitors when we have a presentation of learning. They share their learning, and they'll show the visitors how the trout swims upstream. They tend to prefer that. Their sense of smell is so good that salmon can actually go out into the ocean and then find the stream where they were born in order to lay their eggs, in order to spawn. And I think that is just fascinating, and I think the kids do too. I think they were also thrilled to find out that trout had noses, although not like their noses. And just a few more pictures. I just ordered inexpensive posters from the Amazon website, and these were maybe about $5. And yes, this is a little more jungly than I would have liked, but hey, it was $5.
Did you make that?
Yes, honey, we made it. Okay.
Very good.